God's Meltdown, and today I am joined by.
Marianas Rest, and this is Jaakko.
And Nico.
I've had the bereaved for a few days now, and it's fantastic. Um, it feels like a personal message. What personal ghosts clawed their way into this record, and how do you want listeners to listen to the work of art?
Well, the way I see it, it's kind of perspectives to how to deal with death in different way. All the kind of aspects to it. Of course, sorrow, letting go, but also feelings of ease. Maybe sometimes even joy. It can be kind of a good thing sometimes to kind of uh, let go of this your earthly remains if it's been kind of hard long enough. Yeah, that's how I see it.
Yeah. The songs are kind of short stories from different perspectives of the same situation. It kind of somehow, well, let's say funeral-ish situation or setup, and then just how different people see the whole thing and how different it can be for each individual.
I mean, it's a dark subject, yeah, but I mean, I lost my wife 7 years ago, and I find this album quite uplifting actually, and it's not like depressing or doomy. It's quite uplifting, and some of the songs like "The Color of You," that drips with sorrow, yet it burns with defiance. Is that the result you were looking for with that particular song?
Yeah, I think so. It's kind of you know um, that particular song is how to deal with kind of how hard it is to kind of forget and kind of move on with your day-to-day life. Uh, it, well, it life doesn't end, and you have to kind of find your own way how to uh, move forwards, and that's you never kind of get totally over things like that, but the feelings change, and you kind of learn how to live with them eventually, at least hopefully.
Yeah, takes a while. Um, will you be releasing any more singles or anything before release day on January the 16th?
Yeah. I think we can say that
Yeah,
there's gonna be one more single
yeah.
somewhere in early.
Early 2026.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
yeah. Now it's like this month kind of holiday season and everything, we're kind of taking it down a notch a bit, and then
So what about Diamonds in the Rough then? That's an amazing video. How pleasing is it for you to get the amount of review views you have and positive comments?
Yeah, it's heartwarming. Yeah. I mean, you put a lot of work into those, so kind of from my perspective, the more you spread the word, the better. So it feels good.
yeah, and it was it's not the typical song for us, more like rock and roll than doom metal, and we were a bit worried how people might take it. Is it still the same band? We feel, of course, that it is, but you never know until you release something how people will take it. But luckily, it's everything has gone really well. People uh, see what it's about, and actually, I think uh, now we realize that people have expecting for a song like this type to come out, and yeah, it's really feels
Yeah,
good.
especially in the writing phase when you kind of have the whole song in little bits. That's when I think I was the most worried that how is this gonna turn out? But yeah, once we got to the studio and the whole thing was recorded, then it kind of it, it eased off a bit. Yeah, it kind of came together and it started to sound like us.
Well, with 5 albums behind you, I mean, it's going to be difficult to have a set list, or do you plan to play the whole of this album fully when you play live?
We haven't really thought about the set list yet. Uh, I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, I hope so
Yeah.
because it's always kind of a cool thing to take the whole album
Mhm.
out and see how it goes. And it's of course nice to get to the training grounds and see how the because the songs always evolve in the studio.
Yeah.
So and we haven't had the proper time to rehearse them after that. They take new shape and
Mm.
uh, and it's kind of cool to see how they turn out live.
Cool.
But yeah. So hopefully, at least.
Because I mean, you're going to do like a third video. Is it an idea, do you think, to do like a whole like storybook of the whole album in video form, every single song? Would you consider doing that?
That that
Yeah. Well, we're broke. No, but
That's what I was going to say. Money depending, like, yeah.
yeah, I've always thought about it would be nice to do a kind of, a short movie or something like that,
Yeah.
big production, but yeah, it always comes down to the resources that we have. So
But when
yeah.
it goes gold in February next year, you can, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
and it will.
It will, of course it will, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about the cover. That's like really stark and it sort of catches you and you just want to like stare and stare. Is that the idea you're looking for?
We wanted to kind of capture as many kind of aspects as it's possible in one picture about the whole kind of story of the album, and I think it really does well in that way. You can kind of it has it's beautiful. It's a beautiful picture, but it has kind of this weird feeling of unease to it as well.
Yeah, yeah.
What's happening here, and who's going, who's coming, and what's the story? I think it kind of it you want to hear the story behind the picture.
So that'd be cool then, like if you could have like an album insert, I mean an insert of the artwork, that'd be pretty cool. What formats is it going to be released on Noble? Is it going to be in cassette as well?
Oh,
Yeah, no, not at this point. I think it's just gonna be the CD and LP.
yeah.
Okay.
But cassette, they're kind of making a new well, they are always making a comeback, and I'm
I
a
know
big
they are.
analog
They
fan.
are totally. Um, of course, like your music is heavy and unhurried, and it is drenched in Finnish heavy metal DNA. I mean, there's so many fucking fantastic bands from Finland. Is there a specific band you'd love to go out on tour with? I'm thinking Amorphis.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say no to Amorphis. Uh, uh, well, I think well, we did one song with Aaron Stainstorff from My Dying Bride. Of course,
That's right.
he's the situation with the band has changed, but I think that still it would be kind of cool to get to do a few gigs with the legends. Uh, and well, we can't do it anymore, but Ghost Brigade, that's kind
Okay.
of the one favorite of the whole band. So
Yeah.
that if it would be possible, that would have been great.
Amazing. And whenever I talk to bands from Finland, are you a Mr. Lordi fan?
uh, it's kind of love-hate relationship, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Nothing but
tried to
respect.
strangle me one time. I've got a really good photo of that. With him though, I can understand like during lockdown, did he not like release 2 albums or something? It was all a bit weird. But anyway, right, going back to the bereaved. Um, with shows across Finland and Europe in 2026, do you see performances as a memorial, a battle, or an exorcism of ghosts?
Oh, good question. Uh,
I'd say it's a memorial and an exorcism in the same place. I think
Yeah.
it's a kind of a mass.
Mass is a good word. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good. Cool. What about release day? What's happening? You got anything planned? You can do some live streams. Are you gonna do answer question and answer thing with your fans? Anything like that?
Actually, we're releasing our own beer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that's
So
cool. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. We're gonna have this small uh kind of meet and greet thing in the brewery's tap room, and we're gonna get shit faced and listen to
Sounds
the album.
amazing. Sounds good. All right then. So what have you been playing live? What would you say has been the most rage infused or something like out of this world? Has there been a particular show where you've been like, fuck, this is unreal. I'm not really here. Have you had that before?
Yes. I think Gothenburg with Dark Tranquility was something else.
yeah, that was kind of a super cool thing to get to do because it's kind of the birthplace of uh, a lot of the elements that are in our music come from that sort of metal,
Mhm.
as in doom metal as well. But that was kind of to be there with those guys. It was great. But I'd say that it's more like I lose myself in almost every gig. It's kind of you don't remember anything, and afterwards you're like, what happened? And so it's kind of hard to pinpoint just one thing. We just it's the best thing you can do, kind of
Yeah.
to have a good gig and meet people who
All right, I'm loath to do it, but I'm going to ask you then. Back to the beer. I used to date a lady who owns a brewery over here, and she wasn't really into metal, but she got into it. She was a total fucking narcissist in that. So I try not to talk about beer, but I'm going to ask you, what percentage is your beer going to be when it comes out, and what's the taste?
it's a pills type
Yeah.
beer, and it has kind of citrus type of things in it, but it's kind of fresh, crispy. We
Right.
have, of course, it's still in the making, so we haven't had
Uh,
the taste, but hopefully soon. It's kind of we wanted it to be as drinkable as possible,
yeah.
so to have a bit of a contrast, not too heavy and dark, but kind of a bit of joy to it. I think the percentage is 5.2, I'd
Maybe.
say.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good percentage because hers used to go up to like 10 or 12% Imperious or something it's called. It's really popular over here, but it's just like too strong for me. But yeah, so that sounds good. So would you be able to sell that worldwide with the beer, or is it just going to be in Finland?
Well, we talked about it, but it's really it's real difficult to kind of do. I think it costs a lot of money,
Yeah,
but probably if somebody is interested in selling it abroad, I think everything is possible. So
absolutely. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Or we all have to just come to Finland and get pissed, yeah. Sounds like a
Yeah.
plan. All right.
always a good idea.
It
Yeah.
is. It is. All right. So the next one then, if the album Bereaved had a tombstone inscription, what words would you have carved into it?
It wasn't all bad.
Yeah.
Can you tell me which three musicians you would love to jam with if you could just pick them out of the world, dead or alive?
Mhm. Interesting.
Yeah, you have really hard questions. uh,
Try and make
um,
it different, man.
Yeah, anyone.
well, I'd probably have to go with the remaining guys of Sentenced.
Mm.
That would be kind of that's maybe probably if I had to pick just one band,
Yeah, okay.
it would be Sentenced, and of course the Mika Tenkula has passed, but to get to kind of just do something with the rest of the guys would be kind of a fan boy moment.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Yeah.
But these are hard questions because we kind of we try not to. I think we are all bit the same. We are not the kind of type of guys uh, that are fans of something. You know, we like something, but in a distance, like in a Finnish way.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have to keep a certain distance, and you don't think about these sort of things as often as maybe someone else does.
Okay.
yeah.
Fair comment. All right then. So what about your favorite three albums to take on the road with you for listening?
At the moment, the new Deftones album,
Yeah.
definitely one of the best albums in many years for me. Uh, and well, probably something from Sentenced, say uh, Down, yeah, maybe Down, and the Ghost Brigade 4. That's kind of you
Mm.
can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Something from Alice in Chains as well.
Yeah, I was gonna yeah. Alice in Chains. Yeah, Dirt.
Yeah,
Uh
my favorites.
At the Gates, Slaughter of the Soul, and then something. Mm, I don't know what would be the last one. Something bluesy, Blue Oyster Cult or something like that.
Yeah, cool, cool.
Or maybe Roxette, Joyride.
Yeah, rock.
A bit
Yeah,
rock
Joy.
set. Yeah, it's got to be a bit rock set, man. All right. So you're going to go out on tour in the morning. What are the three essentials you take with you before you
uh,
go?
Wool socks. Yes. Headphones and some gin.
Great,
yeah,
great answers.
toothbrush, a blue sports drink, and extra pair of underwear.
Yeah.
Cool. Are there three countries you would love to go out on tour to that you've not been to yet, like Japan or something like that?
Yeah, well, Japan, Australia, and of course you have to say the States, I think, because that's kind of you have to get to do it at
Yeah.
one point or another.
Yeah, yeah. And if I have the wool socks, then UK is good. And then, well, anywhere warm.
Cool. If there was a made up song about your personality, you might have already done this though. You might have already written this. About your personality, what would it be called? Made up though.
Uh, and annoying, sometimes fun.
Yeah, it would be something like mm, it would have to do something with kind of fall, something very gray. Very gray and boring.
Gray on the outside and inside.
Yes.
Cool. Cool. All right. So then back to the album. Can you give us four words to describe the album? Two words each.
Ah,
Surprising and new.
okay. Uh, to the point and sad.
Like it, like it. All right, guys. I want to thank you so much for your time tonight. Do you have any final words for your fans, our viewers, and listeners?
Well, hope you meet all the listeners somewhere along the road. That's kind of the best place to be, and just have a wonderful end of the year, and hopefully the next year will be a little less of a shit show.
Yeah.